Hello everyone, and welcome to the first episode of the Blender course. In this tutorial, I will explain how to download the program, and I will also walk you through the Blender interface and how to use it. But before we begin, don't forget to like the video, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. And now, let's begin. To download the program, head over to Blender's official website. I'll leave the link for you in the pinned comment. Once you're on the website, choose your device type, Windows, Mac, or Linux, then click on the download button. You can also choose to donate to support Blender if you'd like. Next, select where you want to save the installer, and after the download is complete, install it on your device. When you first open the program, you'll see something called the splash screen. To get started, you can either click on General or just click anywhere on the screen to close it. Now you'll see several windows in front of you. Don't worry if they look complicated. They're actually very simple once you get used to them. Let's go over the most important ones. 3D Viewport Editor. This is where you see and work on your 3D models. It's the main area you'll be using. Tool Panel. Press T on your keyboard to show or hide this panel. It contains basic tools like Move, Scale, and Rotate. Timeline Editor, this is used for animation. You can control when things move or change over time. View Manipulation Panel. Press N to open it. It gives you more control like object properties, location, and more. Outliner Editor. This shows you a list of everything in your scene, like a map of your project. Properties Editor. Here you can adjust details for your objects, like their material, modifiers, render. I know that you haven't understood anything so far, but this was just an introduction, and we will go into detail in later lessons. For now, let's explain the movement in the scene. To move around in the scene in Blender, you'll head to the right side toolbar, which consists of 5 buttons. The first button is responsible for orbiting the view. You can rotate around the scene from any angle you want or choose a specific axis to view from. The second button is for zooming in and out of the scene. The third button, which looks like a hand, is used to pan the view, meaning you can move around the scene left, right, up, or down. The fourth button switches you to the camera view. The shortcut for this is number 0 on the numpad. The last button removes the depth perspective from the scene. That means, normally in real life, when you're standing on a street and there's a building far away, it looks smaller. But when you remove the depth, that building will appear directly in front of you, almost like it's flat. I know it might sound confusing, but don't worry. You'll understand what it does exactly once you start using it in modeling. After learning about these buttons and how they work, you should now learn their shortcuts, as they are extremely important. To rotate around the scene, press the scroll wheel on the mouse, then move the mouse. To zoom in and zoom out, scroll the mouse wheel forward and backward. To move around the scene, press Shift in the scroll wheel, then move the mouse. Introduction to Object Movement in Blender. After learning how to move around the scene, now we're going to learn how to move objects using the different tools available in Blender. 1. Move Tool. To start moving objects, open the toolbar by pressing the T key on your keyboard. The first tool you'll see is the Move tool, represented by a cross-shaped arrow. Steps to use it. Select the object you want to move. You'll see 3 arrows: red for the horizontal axis, X, green for the side axis, Y, blue for the vertical axis, Z. You can move the object by dragging the arrow in the direction you want. Keyboard shortcuts. Press G to start moving. Then press X, move along the X-axis, Y, move along the Y-axis, Z, move along the Z-axis. If you want to move on 2 axes at the same time, like X and Y, press Shift plus Z to exclude movement on the Z-axis. The object will then move freely on the X and Y-axis. 2. Rotate tool. The Rotate tool allows you to spin the object around a specific axis. Steps to use it. Select the object. Choose the Rotate tool from the toolbar. Click and drag on the axis you want to rotate around. Keyboard shortcuts. Press R to start rotating. Then press X, rotate around the X-axis. Y, rotate around the Y-axis. Z, rotate around the Z-axis. You can also rotate freely by just pressing R and moving your mouse. 3. Scale tool. The scale tool lets you increase or decrease the size of the object. Steps to use it. Select the object. Choose the scale tool from the toolbar. Click and drag to resize the object. Keyboard shortcuts. Press S to start scaling. Then press X scale along the X-axis, Y scale along the Y-axis, Z scale along the Z-axis. You can press S alone to scale uniformly in all directions. 4. Transform tool. There is a tool that combines move, rotate, and scale in one, called the transform tool. It gives you full control over the object from one place and is great for multitasking. This video was just an introduction to learning Blender. I know it was short, but it will make learning Blender easier for you. In the next episode, we will learn about keyframes. And if you ever have any questions, you can join the Telegram channel. I'll leave the link in the pinned comment. See you next time.